The derivation of backward differentiation formula, or BDF2. The backward differentiation formula is a family of implicit multi-step numerical method used to solve ordinary differential equations, especially step ODEs. They approximate the derivative using several previous solution values and evaluate the derivative at the newest time point. So we have here the y prime of t is equal to f of t y, f as a function of t and y. And we have the PDF method approximates the derivative like this. Y prime of t sub n plus k is approximately equal to 1 over h times the summation from g equal to 0 to k of the product of alpha sub g, y sub n plus g, and then sets it equal to ODE. So we have this ODE. That is why it is called the backward derivative evaluated at the newest point. Differentiation approximates derivatives formula, algebraic recurrence relations. The general formula structure is 1 over h, the product of alpha sub g and y sub n plus g. The summation of that is the summation of the product from g equal to 0 to k is equal to a function of f as a function of t sub n plus k and y sub n plus k. So BDF1 backward Euler using one previous point, y sub n plus 1 minus y sub n all over h is equal to f as a function of t sub n plus 1 and y sub n plus 1. So this is the simplest BDF method. The BDF though is this is the formula for the BDF though. This one. And why BDF2 methods are important. BDF2 are widely used because they are very stable for step problems. They are heavily used in fluid dynamics, Navier-Stokes simulations, chemical kinetics, electrical circuits, plasma physics, heat transfer, finite element solvers, Mathematicas index solvers, and MATLAB step solvers like ODE 15S. Why they work well for step problem? Expressed methods like Euler or RQ4 may require extremely tiny steps sizes for step equations. BDF methods remain stable even for much larger time steps here. So we have example here, y prime equal to negative 100y. The explicit Euler becomes unstable unless h here is extremely small. So BDF method remains stable here. So the main idea behind a BDF approximate the solution locally by a polynomial, differentiate the polynomial, evaluate the derivatives at the newest point, replace the derivative using the ODE. So that produces the implicit algebraic equation for the new value. We have the important features implicitness here, so the new value appears on both sides. So we have here y sub n plus 1 equal to y sub n plus h times f of t sub n plus 1, y sub n plus 1. So solving a BDF step often requires Newton's method, nonlinear solvers, and matrix method. So this is the price paid for strong stability. So orders of BDF. There are BDF methods of order BDF1, BDF2, BDF3, BDF6. So higher order BDF method use more previous points. However, BDF1 and BDF2 are stable. Higher orders lose some stability. So BDF2 is especially popular in scientific computing. So we have the formula now. So this is the two-step backward differentiation formula. used for solving a step ordinary differential equations. We derive it by approximating the derivative y prime using a polynomial through the points t sub n, y sub n, t sub n plus 1, y sub n plus 1, and t sub n plus 2, y sub n plus 2, and evaluating the derivative at the newest point, t sub n plus 2. So step 1, start from the ODE. You want to solve y prime of t equal to f as a function of t and y. At t is equal to t sub n plus 2, y prime of t, t sub n plus 2 is equal to f of t sub n plus 2, y sub n plus 2 here. So the BDF idea is approximate the y prime of t sub n plus 2 using a previous solution values. So assume equally spaced points, no? Let t sub n plus 1 equal to t sub n plus h, and t sub n plus 2 is equal to t sub n plus 2h with the step size h. So step 3, construct the interpolation polynomial. So we approximate the y of t by quadratic polynomial through the 3 points using Lagrange interpolations. So this is the Lagrange interpolation, p of t, yn, L sub n as a function of t, and y sub n plus 1 times L sub n plus 1 as a function of t, and plus y sub n plus 2 times L sub n plus 2 as a function of t, where the Lagrange basis polynomials are. So we have the Lagrange basis polynomials here. Then we have to shift the coordinates here. To simplify, let t sub n plus n sub n plus 2 equal to 0. Then t sub n plus 1 equal to negative h. Then t sub n equal to negative 2h. Now interpolate through negative 2h, y sub n here, and negative h, y sub n plus 1, and 0 here, y sub n plus 2. So compute the basis polynomials here. So the basis function becomes here. So by substituting the these equivalents, these values in the Lagrange basis polynomials, we have this L sub n sub t. And we have the L sub n plus 1. So we have the substitution here. For example, here we substitute the Tn sub 2 is equal to 0 here. Here it is equal to 0. Now we substitute the T sub n plus 1 equal to negative h here. So T sub n plus 1 is equal to negative h here. So we substitute that here. Then differentiate the P of t here. So by substitution here, y sub n plus times this, minus y sub n plus 1 times this, ln sub 2, then plus y sub n plus 2 multiplied by ln sub n plus 2 here. Then P1, we differentiate this P2 here in terms of t. So we have this result here. Now evaluate at t equal to 0. So we have this if t equal to 0. So y prime of t sub n plus 2 is equal to, by simplifying this. Because we have the approximation here, the y prime of t sub n plus 2 is approximately equal to p1 p prime of 2 equal to 0 here. Because t sub n plus 2 here equal to 0. Then replace the derivative using the ODE, since y prime of t sub n plus 2 equal to f of t sub n plus 2, y sub n plus 2. So we have here, so we have this. Now multiply both sides by 2h. So by simplifying, then divide by 3. We have also this one, which is exactly the BDF2 formula. So the central derivative approximation used is y prime of t sub n plus 2 is equal to 3y sub n plus 2 minus 4y sub n plus 1 plus y sub n over 2h here. And the final BDF2 scheme is this one. Is the final PDF scheme. Okay, so we have the simulation here. So we have the step size here. So we are going to decrease the step size here. So the plot here is exactly equal to the exact solutions. But if we increase the step size here, so we have small deviations of BDF2 from the exact solution here. Now, if we increase the step size largely, so what will happen to the BDF2? So it deviates the plot now is not accurate with respect to the exact solution. But uh, we can solve this problem. We can make the BDF2 accurate by increasing the uh, lambda value here. For example, we have the lambda value here. So we have the large error. But if we increase the lambda value here, so what will happen to the solutions? So the solution becomes accurate, no? If we increase the value of the lambda here. And we have the final time here. The final time is equal to 10 here. So we can also increase the final time here to 18.